So yes, good evening, guys. Hello, my name is Solon. I am your host tonight, and wow, it's always a pleasure to be here. Let me just set one thing up, and this, yes, now we can talk. Yes, it's always a pleasure to be here. So tonight's topic is a little bit interesting. I did not choose this topic. It was someone that suggested. So we're going to talk a little bit about memories. I think it's going to be an interesting topic. Let me see. Before we start, I'd like to explain a little bit how TNT works. All right. So basically, TNT is a conversation platform for beginners, intermediate, and advanced English speakers. And how does it work? We have a topic, especially tonight, we're going to talk about emotions. So we have a few questions related to this topic, and we can talk about it. All right. I'm going to remind you guys, this is not a class, okay? This is just a place where you can practice your English in a real environment. Our philosophy here is speak up. So please, Anna, Claudio, share your opinion, share your true point of view, and try to speak in English, all right? As you can see, we are live on YouTube, and if you want to have access to more conversations like these, or even classes, all you need to do is go to talkandtalk.com.br. All right, but I think I've spoken too much. Now is your turn, guys. So please, say, where are you from? Where do you live? What do you do? And yeah, go ahead. I'm going to start with you, Claudio, please.
I'm Claudio. I live in São Paulo, in city. Uh, I have 28 years old. I married, and I work with IT. And I started a talking talk. I think 6 months ago, and to try to improve my English, better my English. And when I have a free time, I like to stay with my family, with my sons, and sleep more. That's it.
Okay, interesting. Very nice. Welcome, Claudio. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. Let's hear from you, Ana Paula. Please share where you're from, what you do. Go ahead.
Mm. Hi, guys. My name is Ana Paula. I am 31 years old. I'm from and I live in Taubaté. I I have two kids, Dani and Theo. I am married to Felipe, and we have we have six pets, four dogs and two cats. So I am a pharmacist, and I've been working pharmaceutical industry. That's it.
Okay, nice. Welcome, Anna. Hope you enjoyed the conversation. And now that you opened the camera and you spoke about your six pets, I remember you because on our last conversation we were talking about pets.
Yes.
Very nice. Welcome back again. I like when people come back because it means they liked the conversation. So it's always very nice when people come back. So, guys, let's go straight to the questions. All right. As I told you before, tonight we're going to talk about memories. We have a few interesting questions here. I hope you enjoy. So, let's start with the first one. I'm going to start with you, Claudio. So, for me, for example, Claudio, I remember things from my childhood, and when I remember then I get so emotional because it's like a little bit of nostalgia. So I'd like to know from you, Claudio, do you have one beautiful memory that you remember from your childhood?
Yeah, I remember when I kid, my grandmother uh, go and leave me to my school in the way
Nice.
and in the way of the school he buy ice cream every day.
Ice cream every day.
Every day, he's buy ice cream for me. This is a memory that I remember. And I don't forget this.
That's very nice. How old were you when this happened?
I think when I have 9 or 10 years,
9 or 10 years. Very nice. And you still remember. I'm sorry, how old are you right now?
I have 28.
28. Nice, nice. Like 19 years after you still remember this special moment. It's very nice to hear that. I'm curious about you, Anna. What about you? Do you have any special memory from your childhood?
Yes, yes. I I remember when I played with my cousins with dolls at my grandmother's house.
Yes. Nice. How old were you?
Mm, 5, 6.
Oh, good memory. Good memory. 5 years. I don't know if I remember something from when I was 5 years old, you know. It's so long ago already. But in my case, I remember I'm going to talk about pets because you have a lot. So I remember I was a child and I had one dog called Baby, you know. I was like, I don't know, 80 years old, and he was very old because my mother had him since I was a small baby. And I used to love the dog, you know. And I sometimes I remember, oh, I had this dog when I was a child. It was very nice. So I think it's also a very beautiful memory, you know. Very, very good. So let's go to the next one. This one I'm going to start with you, Anna. It's question number two. Do you have any specific scent that brings you a good memory? For example, in my case, there is some kind of food that my mother does that really reminds me of my grandmother, you know? So when I smell that smell, I get like, oh, just like my grandmother used it to do, you know? So it's something like very emotional and at the same time very good because it's just one scent that I can feel and that brings me memories of my grandmother, and this is very beautiful. What about you, Anna? Do you have something like this or something similar? Oh, you're muted. Yes.
Yeah, sorry. Um, my grandma's have a chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake,
Oh,
nice.
yes, it's very special for me.
What else? What else? Something else?
I I don't remember all
Okay.
the memories special.
I remember one thing. This one curious for me, but when I was a child, I don't know, maybe 7, 8 years old. My mother used it to work selling things for selling beauty things like Natura, Avon, do you know, these kind of things. And my mother used it to receive a special perfume that was Natura Mamãe Bebê, you know. I still remember that smell. I don't know if you know this, but I still remember that smell and I get like, oh, my mother used it to work with this. I remember that she was like selling things for her friends and other people. It's kind of funny, you know, because every time I smell this smell, I get like, oh, my mother used it to work with that a long, long time ago. It's kind of funny. What about you, Claudia? Do you have any scent that brings you good memories?
Yes. Sometimes when I walk in the street or go to the house of friends, when I how can I say, I feel the odor. the foods. I, if it's spicy, similar with my grandmother. When I uh, is kids, I remember the when my grandmother cooking food for me and my brothers. For me, is normally in some cases I remember the spicy or the food when cooking for us.
Okay, that's nice. Yes, talking about food, I remember that my grandmother too, she used it to make like some uh bolo de fubá, bolo de milho, things like this, couscous. And it's like this smell, every time I smell this, I get like, oh, my grandmother used it to do that. It's very funny.
Yeah, yeah. In my case is uh, uh, carne de panela.
Nice, nice.
Ela tinha um cheiro específico que geralmente quando eu passo em casas que tem velhinhos é o mesmo cheiro. Então, eu sempre,
No, it's interesting to hear that because I think that all of them, like they have the special spice, and nowadays people don't have this anymore. It's different. It's just
I
different.
think it's the same. I think it's the same.
Nice, nice. Do you have something like this, Anna, for a kind of food or something like this?
Mm, I I I think the same Cláudio.
Like carne de panela and
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. My
that.
mother cooking with potatoes,
Yeah.
uh, carrot. It's very, very well.
That's nice. That's nice. So let's go to next one. Before we go, I'd like to say one thing. This one is not a special in scent and is not like made from my grandmother. But there's a long time I don't eat churros. But when I was a child, I think that every Friday there was a guy that he passed it on our street, like selling churros. And every time I see churros somewhere, I remember, oh, this is part of my childhood. It's something very specific, and I really love that. But I don't eat that anymore. I don't know why, but I think it's very funny to see that and remember my childhood.
I remember in my city, um, the same history called the Churros Edson, and uh, with song. Eu não vou lembrar o cantor, mas era Tentei te esquecer, não deu. Oh, well.
No, it's funny. It's funny. Okay, so let's go to the next one. The next one is related to songs, Anna, and this one is very nice, I think. For example, I think that every time you hear this sound, tentei te esquecer, you are going to remember from churros, am I right? So tell me, does it happen with another sound or another music or another thing for you?
Um, it depends on the song and the
Yes.
genre.
Yes,
I
the
don't
genre.
know.
Yeah.
Genre. Some songs the live live list live I don't know ones. So remind me of my youth, of parties, of carnival.
Yes,
Other,
nice.
others remind me of family gatherings. Others remind me of people who are no longer with me. Each genre has its essence and its particularity.
Particularity.
Yes.
No, very nice, very nice. I remember that I don't know why, but every Sunday. on the radio, it's here, at least here in my region, they played like songs of Roberto Carlos, you know, like in the morning, and every time I hear the some song from Roberto Carlos, I remember that's my mother used it to wake up early to listen Roberto Carlos on the radio. And I was like, come on, why do you do that? It's Sunday. You don't need to wake up early to listen to radio, you know? It was kind of funny. And it was like a lot of old songs of Roberto Carlos, and he was singing on the radio. It was like a special on the radio, you know. I don't know. It's funny. Go ahead, Claudio. Do you have something like that with music, with songs?
Yeah, when I am more younger, I live in the emo phase, yes.
Okay, nice.
Uh,
Like
With
you
franja? With
yeah, no,
franja?
let's talk about that.
no, me no, but is a phase uh, affect the more guys in my in my age, but sometimes my wife starts the music is in the past, and I remember this phase for me and for her. Uh, it's funny, but it's a time do not go to the past, but it's funny.
Yes, it's funny. I remember that there were a lot of bands around this time, and they used it to wear like colorful paints, like
Yeah,
yellow, green, and people would wear these trousers. Do you remember that, Gianna, Claudia? It was funny.
yeah, yeah,
Like the hair was all down like this, and a lot of colorful trousers.
yeah, exactly.
It's nice. Did you follow this trend, Ana Paula, like to have the franja, to wear colorful clothes?
No, I know.
No.
No, 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 no.
It was a long time ago, guys. You can say. Claudia, did you follow this trend?
No, I know, but I kid with my wife because her use the yellow pants and he make his fringe. I kid with her about this.
Okay, nice. Nice. This one was very interesting. I remember this time too. So let's go to the next one. It's question number 4. And I'm going to start with you, Claudio. I don't know. Uh, for at least for my family, they have a lot of albums, you know. Nowadays it's not so common because you have everything on your smartphone and etc. But we used to have a lot of photos of albums, you know. Then we would look at the photos and we would say, whoa, it was like this, I was like this, it's so different, and this and that. And then you see old relatives that are not with you anymore, like, you know, your grandma, your aunt, like people that you don't know anymore. And at least for me, it was very strange. Like, oh, we have these photos. I don't even remember that. And we have this like here in an album. It was very nice. What do you think? Do you have things like this, Claudio, like albums, old photos? How do you feel looking at them?
Yeah, normally I see and I think I gain 12 pounds, but but uh, in my cell phone sometimes receive the notification. Remember this
Oh, that's true.
10 years ago. Is cool because it starts to think is the way your face is and how your evolution in the past to today. And it's funny. It's cool for me when I see the last photos or videos with my wife when I start the I think Valentine, but
Yes, you started
it's
dating her. Yeah.
dating her. Yes, it's cool.
Okay, very nice. Well, I don't have things like that yet, I think, because I didn't have a smartphone, like looking for photos that's 10 years ago on my smartphone, you know. But when I get to this position, it's going to be funny because I'm going to see, oh, the quality of the camera was so different and we had a lot of photos, you know.
Yeah,
It's
yes.
going to
But
be
I
interesting.
use the same account, I think, 15 years.
15 years. You have a
Yeah,
lot of memories there.
yeah,
No, it's nice. I love, I don't know which platform do you use, but in my case, I use like Google Photos, you know,
yeah.
and
It's
sometimes
the
he
same.
shows like photos of 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and it's funny to see how things
Yeah,
change, how we
yeah.
change, how our family changes. It's very nice.
I use the same.
Yeah, that's good. Let's go with you, Anna. What about you? Do you have any old photograph, or do you have this moment that you look and how do you feel about it?
I have a, a different feeling, a mix of happiness and surprise, maybe. I don't know how to, I don't know how to explain, but it's a good feeling.
A good
This,
feeling.
these days, my mother sent me a photo of me with my cousins, and at the time, I was able to remember that day, and it was a very good feeling. Oh, ai, não dá pra ver, eu acho.
Ah, we can see, we can see.
Dá?
No, no, we cannot.
Não.
It's kind of blocked, yeah. It's
Ó.
because of the effect of the zoom, you know?
Ah, deixa eu tirar aqui, peraí.
Mhm. It's
Deixa
nice
eu...
to see the kind of thing.
Ah,
Oh, yeah, we
ah.
kind of, oh, we
My
can see.
my cousins and me.
Oh, very little, very little.
Yes. Ai, foi muito bom, assim. Bom.
That's nice to see this kind of things. It's very, very nice. And I believe that the funny thing is that at least I have a few friends that we studied together in college, in high school, you know, and we use it to, I don't know, we had very old phones. We use it to take photos, like bad photos, you know, and like 5 years after, I don't know, 6 years after, they post these photos on social media, you know, and you see it's like, oh, come on. Why did you post this photo? It's so different. Everybody is so different right now. It's kind of funny to see these things. At least I like to see there is some nostalgia, you know, seeing photos from when you are kids, when you are with your friends and you were very young. It's very nice. It's very nice. So let's go to the next one. I think it's question number 5. I'm going to start with you, Claudio. Uh, do you have any object or anything that you keep that gives you a good memory? It can be a book or I don't know, it's a watch or a church, anything that have a special meaning for you and you keep it with you. It can be
Oh,
a guitar, I don't know.
no, because when I'm younger, I broke and all, então, but no, I don't have nothing so meaningful the past.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
so some thoughts,
Some photos.
yeah,
Nice, nice. Maybe it's a good tradition for you to start, you know? Because, for example, when I see movies, I always see situations like this, and I also want to do that. It's like it's a watch from your grandparent, and then your grandparent gave to your father, and then you received, you're going to give to your son, you know? I think this kind of thing is very nice. It's like it doesn't need to be expensive, but it carries a lot of history, you know, in the same object. So I think it's very nice. One thing that I have is not expensive, but is like a t-shirt of São Paulo Futebol Clube, you know, from 1992, I think. That my father used it to wear when São Paulo was the champion in the Mundial, you know, of soccer. And he had this t-shirt, and then he gave it to me. And I think it's very nice. Like I have a shirt that my father used it to wear, and it's very, I don't know how to say in English, but it's conservada, you know. It's beautiful. It's not tore up or anything. It's not new, but it's okay, you know. It's very, very nice in the physical. So it's something that is not expensive, but it carries some I don't know, some good feelings in that shirt, you know. I think it's special for me. I like that. What about you, Anna? Oh, go ahead, Claudia. Go ahead, go ahead.
No, I question if you urge use the uh, normally his or not.
I use it to wear normally, but then I thought, oh, if I keep using this shirt, someday it's not going to work anymore. So right now I have it folded like in my wardrobe. But my idea is like to do like those famous, like they put in a quadro and they expose like this, you know. I think it's going to be nice.
Yeah.
It's very nice. Go ahead, Jenna. Do you have any object that gives you good memory or good feeling?
No, no. The only things I keep are the drawings or
The drawings?
school souvenirs
Yeah.
my children make for me. Otherwise, I end up throwing them
Throwing, yes. Yeah.
throwing them away when I think they aren't appropriate.
Okay. Interesting, interesting. I have one friend that she used it to write in her diary, you know, like every day in her diary. Since she was like 14 years old until now, like she's 27, 28. And one day she got her diary when she was like 15 years, you know, just to read. And she used it to say, "Oh, I was such a child. I used to make a lot of drama because of this and that." And it's all in her diary, you know. I'd like to have an experience like that, but I didn't write any diary, so I can't read. But I think it's nice, like to years after come back and see what you wrote to you. So I think it's a very, very nice experience she has. Okay, nice. So let's go to the next one. I'm going to send here. Oh, and one thing that I really did, it was like this. In 2014, I saw like a reportagem in Fantástico, you know. It was like this. In 2004, like in 2004, a lot of people they wrote letters for themselves to open in 2014, you know. And in 2014, in Fantástico, it was passing like they opening the letters for themselves and they started reading and etc. So in 2014, I did the same. I wrote a letter for me to read in 2024, you know. And it was last year. And I read it and it was very nice, you know, because for example, into 2014, I was dating a girl, and in this letter, I said to myself, "Oh, I hope you marry this girl and this and that." And I didn't marry her, and it was like, "Oh, my idea was like this." So things change a lot, you know, in 10 years. And I think that's very interesting. This is a very good exercise. I really loved that. And there were other things like, oh, I hope you graduate in engineering. And then I did graduate in engineering, you know. It was like I was telling myself things that I'd like to do. And I feel I could do, I feel I couldn't, but it was very nice just to like have this feeling that I'm talking with myself from the past. So it was something very, very interesting to do. Just because I saw this on Fantástico one day and then I tried and it was very nice. And it's funny because the years are going by and you kind of forget, you know, like 3, 5 years pass, and one day you open your gaveta, and there is this letter, and you say, "Oh, I'm not going to open it right now. I'm going to open in 7 years just to complete the 10 years." It was very nice. It was very nice. Okay, so let's go to the next one. It's question number 6, and I'm going to start with you, Claudio. For example, do you think that our memories influences our decisions right now? For example, if you had a bad experience with something in the past, nowadays, if you have the chance to have this experience again, are you going to try it? You are going to avoid? How are you going to deal with these situations?
Yeah, yes, because uh, the emotions and the experience is made to with memories and the technology. But I think is the normal way to evolution to improve yourself, and it make me better a person to uh, evolution myself. That's it. I think yes, it's normally the human use the memory to make your decisions. That's it.
Okay, interesting. What about you, Anna? Do you think your memories influence the ideas or the new perceptions you have nowadays?
I don't know. I don't know. I think it depends on what happened. I don't know.
Okay,
It's
okay.
difficult.
Now, I have one example. I have a cousin. He's like 14 years old now. I don't know, 15 maybe. That when he was a child, he he had I don't know, he had a bad feeling with forgot the name in English, with a clown, he went into the circus, circus, and then he saw a clown he didn't like un palhaço, and then he grew up and he didn't like palhaços, just because of this bad experience in a circus. So it's like something very silly, but at the same time, because of his memory, he doesn't like this, he doesn't like to see. So it's something different. And I think that Claudio talked about technology, evolution, etc. So I'm going to ask for you, Anna, do you think that technology is improving or prejudicing our memories? Like, for example, nowadays we are always on our smartphones. Do you think this is good or bad for our memories? How do you feel about that?
It it depends on how we use it.
Okay.
So, uh, for kids, I think that is it's a
The problem.
and uh-huh.
Why?
Oh, my kids, it's a difficult. Uh, oh, all day in the cell
Smartphone.
phone,
Yeah.
YouTube, all with um influencers, oh, TikTok. It's a difficult, it's a very, very, very difficult. And and tipo, e eles cresceram nisso, então é muito difícil tentar, sabe?
To
Eu
change
sempre,
the situation.
cara, eu sempre tento fazer com que eles levem de uma maneira que seja positiva para a vida, para aprender,
Yes.
sabe? Então, eu sempre busco. É uma coisa que vai estar para sempre com eles, né? Diferente da gente,
Yes, it's different generation, yeah.
né? Então, eu tento ao máximo ensinar para usar da melhor maneira possível, sabe? Mas é difícil. It's a difficult.
No, but I think that at least nowadays, people are trying to do something because at schools, I think it's prohibited to use the
Yes.
smartphone nowadays. Am I right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I think people are trying to do something. What about you, Claudia? Do you think that smartphones and technology is influencing in a good or in a bad way our memory?
I think I think is a good because in the past my grandmother and my grandfather don't have a cell phone or camera to take photos when my mom born, and that's it. I think to create memory, smartphone is a good way to save the best moments in in my life, in our lives.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I agree with you. But for example, when I received my first smartphone, I remember that I couldn't sleep at night, because I was anxious to use my smartphone. And I was like, my mother said, "Oh, go to sleep and leave your smartphone." And I was like anxious to just, I don't know, just touch the smartphone and keep seeing the things. And I don't know, I think that since that day, I've never leave it anymore without a smartphone. Every time like it's charging, but then I'm going to go there and check. I'm at work, but sometimes you take a look very fast, just to see how things. I think that at least for me, I created some kind of dependency of my smartphone. I can't get out of home without my smartphone. Even if I need to go just to the bakery to buy some bread, I take my smartphone with me. So I don't know if this happened for you guys, but at least for me, it's like this.
Yeah, yeah. I think today smartphone is a part of the body for all because my car is my phone, my my Waze for to drive is my phone.
Yes, to buy everything you can buy with your smartphone.
Yeah, yeah,
There is a joke. They say that you can even call using your phone, you know?
yeah.
You can do a lot of things, even call. Okay, nice. And you, Ana Paula, do you have some dependency of a smartphone, or for you is okay? Like to go out without smartphone and etc.
Okay. Sometimes I I need to,
Take a
but
look.
but in general I'm okay.
Okay, nice, nice. So I'm going to send the next question. Is question number 8. I'm going to ask for you, Anna. If you get the chance to relive any moment in your life, like you are going to live this moment again, what moment would that be for you? Like you can live every moment from your life again, just one. What would you do? Go ahead, think about this one, Claudia. You're going to answer too.
As for me,
Relive. Mm, I don't know.
It's hard,
I
it's hard.
It's hard for me. Moments. Um,
I don't know, could be the first words of your kids. I don't know.
uh-huh.
I don't know. You got your first job, or you had a special moment with your family. Could be anything.
For me, moments that I would like to relive with my aunts and my mother. They were always full of love, lot of laughter, muita risada, né?
Yes, Laura.
Ai, muitas saudades.
Okay, that's nice. What about you, Claudia? Do you have any specific and meaningful moment that you would like to relive?
I think it is when my grandmother taking me to school because he not present more, and for me is a good feeling if I go to the moment.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. It's interesting because sometimes we think that that our lives is very like our lives are very complicated, But when we think about good moments, we think about very simple moments. Like Ana Paula said, having laughter with her aunts and with her mother. You said about your grandmother taking you to school. Like it's simple things, Very nice, but simple things. That's
Or
very
a funny
correct.
moment is when Bitcoin started. Is a moment.
Yeah, being more specific about money. That's good. That's good. Buying stock options at the very beginning, Starting buying some options from, I don't know, Facebook, Tesla at the beginning.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Apple.
good. That's good. I'm going to send the next one. I'm going to start with you, Claudius. Number 9. Why, in your opinion, we have like good memories of very, very nice moments, and at some times we don't even remember the things that we did yesterday, why do you think this kind of things happen? Like some memories stay on our memories and other just go.
I think when you have moments with people we love it, or when you make a decision that change your life, or when you try something is not normally. I think when you that's it, things is when you love it, people with stay with her, and or you make big decisions that impact your life, and you think if I not think this in the past, today I'm not here, or I'm not um, getting the things I think. I think this.
Okay, interesting. Anna, what about you? Why do you think some memories stay in our heads and others just fades away?
I think it's the importance that memory has for us. I have many memories of good times, different from the amount of bad times. And this is connected to the positive emotion emitted at the moment. I think it is.
Okay, very nice, very nice. Guys, unfortunately, we are getting to the end of the meeting. But before we go, I'd like to ask for you, how was the conversation? How was the topic? So I'm going to start with you, Claudia. How was the conversation for you? The topic, it's a different topic. It was a suggestion of someone. So tell me, did you like it? You didn't like it?
Yeah, yeah, I like so much. Thank you for supporting Solo and Anna for the immersion. For me, it's so good.
Nice, nice. And you, Anna, what did you think about this topic, these specific questions?
I I I liked it a lot. I I stay with I stay very very happy.
That's good. That's good. Guys, before we go, I'm going to send one link here, and this link is about our survey. So please, if you have ideas of new conversations topics, new questions, things you would like to talk about, please share your true or opinion at this link. And also, if you like it something very much, or if you didn't like something in the meeting, in the next meetings, just write down your opinion. This is the best way we have to try to improve our meetings. All right. So that's it for tonight, folks. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. I hope you come back to this immersion or even others. And that's it. Okay.